Relationship breakups can be very hurtful, they can be very painful, they can be very disorienting. And the reason is because one had thoughts of being with someone forever, or you saw your life entangled or being one with another person. And so when that doesn't happen, the brain tends to feel a huge loss, and we tend to think of many times what could have been that we did not become. In other words, we think, what could have life been with this person? Maybe we had already had our own thoughts of how the future will look like with this person, and now this is being cut off, and that is the pain that we experience. At times it is the dreams that we had, the hopes of the future, of how it could have been good. At times we sit and think, and our mind takes us into how the future is going to look like, the beauty we see it. We've had it many times, it's called the happily ever after. So that happily ever after is no longer going to be a reality. So the brain tends to take that very badly and takes to that loss as something that is very adverse to the system. That is why we call relationship breakups traumatic. So trauma is anything adverse, any adverse feelings or events that bring negative feelings, negative effects into our own lives, especially internally through our hearts and our mind. That is what makes them to be so painful. And the only way we can deal with it is by taking ourselves through the treatment process. And this treatment process is not necessarily medication, though if we are not able to deal with it, that means we can go to the next level. But the thing is, because of that trauma, we need to be able to bring ourselves to a place where we can treat our own selves. We've got the power, we've got the ability to be able to take back ourselves to where we were. It's like being able to do a reset back to default. We can be able to do it, but it's not very easy, it's very difficult. Why? Because this event brings with it a lot of anger, a lot of bitterness, a lot of depressive thoughts, a lot of anxiety, a lot of loneliness, and so many other losses that we felt that we could have been better off if this did not happen. And so the moment all these feelings are within us, feelings of guilt, feelings of regret, then it becomes so much more difficult to overcome them. But the moment we notice and we realize that yes, these feelings, this anxiety, this anger is because of the relationship breakup, then it becomes so much easier to deal with it, because then we can acknowledge the pain, we can allow ourselves to feel what we are feeling. In fact, we normally say healing comes through feeling. So you allow yourself to feel the anger, you allow yourself to feel the anxiety, to feel the loneliness, and then deal with it as is. Remembering the anger, all these feelings, the guilt, the regrets are not you. It is not you. It is a feeling that has come because of the thoughts that have been going through your mind, thinking that somebody let you down, somebody betrayed you, someone went against your agreement. And so for that reason, you feel very disturbed, you feel very disoriented. That is what causes all these bad feelings. So to be able to heal all these negative things that come through us, we need to really work hard on ourselves, because the default is that we tend to numb that pain. We tend to look for ways of ignoring it, or looking for things that are going to damp things on that pain, so that the pain can be eliminated or forgotten. But unfortunately, until we're able to deal with it to the root cause, it will be very difficult to be able to live normally. And so what are some of the things that you need to do to be able to heal, to be able to take care of this pain? The first thing is that you need to find a support system where you can be able to at least start talking about what has happened. The danger of keeping it inside it tends to grow, it tends to become bigger, because something that has not been exposed tends to gain roots from within. So expose it by talking to someone else, talk to a friend, talk to a family member, people who care about you, people who have your interest at heart. Another thing you can do is engage with a professional, that is a therapist or a counselor, someone who is going to professionally take you through step-by-step ways of being able to get over the pain, because it is possible. You can actually get over it. Another way you can do it is through a support group that is dealing with the same issue. And when you are with other people who have gone through the same and sharing your stories, processing the pain together, it becomes so much easier, because as you express yourself, you realize that probably even your pain is not as big as other people, or probably other people have also gone through so much, and at times even you tend to even feel for them because you thought yours was big. theirs is even worse. And even if it's not that theirs is worse, at least they've gone also through similar kind of situations, and that tends to make it easier for you to deal with. And so if you do not have a group, or you don't know where you can find a group that can be able to go through the same kind of processing of this pain together, I am going to attach the link that is going to help you to register, and you can be a part of the group that we deal with in terms of heartbreak recovery. And that way you can be able to find people who will be your new family, your new friends, people who can understand you, people who know where you're coming from and why you feel the way you feel, without having to judge you, in a safe space that you can just express who you are, express how you feel, express your hopes, and we can be able to heal together. So I look forward to seeing you in the next, but meanwhile, please let me know how it is going for you. If you're going through a hard time recovering from a breakup, leave your comments. Let's see what you can do together. And I hope to see you in the next. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you.